Hi, I'm Midnight Moth Soul, and here's another question for you, for everybody. Is free energy is the fact that there have been countless dozens of people, especially with Nikola Tesla, countless people who have already used the torus idea or the vortexes, that spinning vortexes that have been around in science and the chakras and the wormholes, these torus bodies where you have a singularity inside and you have these magnetic, almost magnetic fields that go outside and then come back in, outside and come back in on both the north and the south part. And these toruses, which you must know, uh, it's amazing why and how the government and the Federal Reserve wants to keep these free energy hidden and hidden from us all, because if we have free energy, then we have the ability to make everything cheaper and less expensive. And yeah, that would cut drastically, maybe cut the CEOs and the Federal Reserve's money in half or one third. But you don't need that much money, guys. You people don't need that much money. You, owning billions of dollars, what are you using it for? Why are you paying so much money and to get more money? I mean, it's a vicious circle of just money grabbing. I'm asking you out of love and peace, out of the generosity of everybody else around, of all of the energy inventors who created free energy for everybody, why you think that power with money is more important than the evolution of our species. I mean, I don't understand why you are so into the money, to gain more money, to do what with it? I mean, to control the government, you may be controlling the government and you may be controlling the world and everything that way. But with all of that money, I mean, you don't have a conscience, you don't feel that, you don't care that what you're doing is harming the planet, you're destroying our evolution, you're destroying human evolution to evolve in not only a spiritual way, but a technologically. I mean, the free energy, ladies and gentlemen, already exists. There have been countless dozens of people who have already come up with ways to create free energy, and the only reason that they're being held and controlled is by people who is by the government, who is owned by with the Vatican and the Federal Reserve people, the shadow people in the back are controlling. And I'm just, if the agents can come to me and tell me exactly why you want to keep our species devolved. Why do you want to keep our species in a lesser state when we could learn to grow up higher? When our species as a whole can evolve and actually meet up with these aliens, and we can actually have multiple conversations with these aliens, and we can have free energy so that no one needs to work so hard. I mean, why do you need, I mean, wouldn't it be better to be able to have fun, to be able to laugh with everyone, to be able to um, join in everybody and be able to, I mean, and have fun with everyone? It must be pretty lonely at top to have all this money and no one to really love you. Why don't you love yourselves? I mean, why do you want power so much when the power is within all of us? We are all each individual part of the one divine source. But why do you seek power so much so that you want to hide and destroy everything else, all the other energies. It just makes no sense that you would want to keep our species from evolving, from literally evolving to a higher plane of existence, to ascension, to, speaking with aliens completely, to, I mean, why would you want to destroy all of that? It boggles the mind why you would want to, um, destroy evolution. You want to keep up us staying still, but it's like, why? I mean, why do you want to hurt us so much? Why do you want to keep our species from evolving so much? It boggles the mind why you want so much power. You have power to control the world. You 1% population who controls the world. I mean, it boggles the mind why you would want to do something like that. It doesn't make sense that you would want. It doesn't make sense because we're all spiritually equal people. You may think that you're better than everyone else, but then that also means you fear inferiority. You want to be better than everyone else, but that means you yourselves fear inferiority. You yourselves fear powerlessness. But what you don't understand is that it's together with the collective consciousness that we together create power. We are our creators. Each individual one of us are unique and special. You guys aren't just the only unique and special people. You have to use money and um, controlling people and telling people what to do in order to be more powerful. But what you don't understand is that you are already powerful to begin with. I'm not saying with money, take away the money and realize your own self and soul. What, do you have a conscience at all? Do you understand that taking away all of these technologies and using the government as a whore, turning it into a government whore, you're you're keeping our species from evolving? I mean, if you if we got rid of money itself and everybody worked for free and everybody was free and lived the way they wanted to and lived, had free energy and free, and good food all the time, we would be physically, psychologically, emotionally, psychically, spiritually together as one whole. I don't understand why you would want to separate yourself from that, from the fact that you're not alone. You have everybody else. And why would you want to be in control of everybody else? It just doesn't make any sense. It takes a lot more work and effort to be in control of oneself. It, I mean, really, it just means you're afraid of inferiority. But the thing is, when you learn the alignment of the ascension of the fact that we are whole, we are all conscious beings and equal, things can be easier. I mean, if you stopped with money and stopped being greedy and abusive and monopolizing, you'd realize we could go to other worlds and planets. If we all worked together, we could already be living on another planet altogether, all of us. And then so that there would be no competition whatsoever. That's what the spiritual enlightenment of the fact that we are one means. We all together enjoy life together. You don't need money to really do it, and you're pushing and keeping our species down. And that hurts me so much that you would do something like that. Um, I mean, it's so that you guys can evolve too, to a spiritually higher plane of existence where maybe we could all together end up changing the very fabric of reality, the very fabric by, like Midas's touch, and actually spiritually evolve where everyone is free and everyone has free food and everyone can live happy. It just hurts me so much, and it boggles the mind how you would want to control and abuse that so much. What I can only do is love you guys, and hopefully you guys will realize that it's together of oneness, that you're hurting profit, you're destroying the planet. Do you not care about the planet at all? Or about the species as a whole? It only means that you're afraid of inferiority. But when you realize truly that we are all spiritually, physically, psychologically, emotionally, psychically, one consciousness, you're equal. You're not better or worse. You're equal. Is that not better? Because you may feel wanting to have power and control, because that means you yourselves fear inferiority. You like to be powerful, but it means you're afraid of inferiority. The more power you gain, the more fear of inferiority that you have. But when you let go of it and give people sharing back and change and destroying the money itself so that everyone works for free, you'll realize everyone wants to help. We all want to help, and if we help for free, I mean, all the jobs are important. All of them. We are all each independent people, important people, and you're keeping our species from truly evolving. I mean, we're evolving spiritually and technologically. We're evolving. Don't you want our species as a whole? Don't you love yourself yet? Do you not love yourself? You may love your egoic self and saying you're the best and you're great and controlling and abusing, but you're manipulating and you're hurting and you're abusing and you're monopolizing. You're actually hurting the earth, you're hurting other people, and you're keeping the species as a whole from actually evolving and becoming even greater. I mean, who knows? We could evolve to the point where, with Midas's touch, we could literally change things into a different object, like this cup. We could maybe spiritually wise and magically, pure magically wise, we could evolve to the point where we could change this cup into a bowl or into something else. And it hurts my heart, it breaks my heart that you guys don't understand this. Don't you have a heart too? Don't you feel as well? Don't you want love as well? So, namaste, love and believe, please, peace, just love, peace, happiness, fun. It's not the money, it's inner peace within yourself. So, love and belief in everything, because we're all connected.